Hi, I'm Alison, Heath, the longevity rescuer, and I want to share with you some really bad news that just occurred. I was I moved to this resort because I am sensitive to Wi-Fi, and they call it electromagnetic hypersensitivity. And this, after years of designing computer software and so on, all of a sudden it's cumulative and it adds up in your body. So there's so many people that are feeling sick, people that have different health challenges, and they don't understand why. Okay, they're not connecting the dots as to what's going on. So you can see the kind of like copper material in the background. I've shielded. I moved out of my home and moved to this suite in a resort that is protected. Now it's shielded from all the Wi-Fi coming at me in all directions. Well, they've been drilling and doing all this stuff, and the car, the van that's parked outside is just an ordinary van. It doesn't have anything on it. And now all of a sudden they're taking out panels in the hallway and stuff. So I was going to do my laundry because I'm preparing to go on a trip to Australia. And I asked the guy, I said, what are you doing? And he said, oh, we're putting in this really strong Wi-Fi everywhere. And it's going to be in every other suite and then rotating below every other suite. So there's going to be Wi-Fi beaming up from the floor. There's going to be Wi-Fi, the suite next to me. So my kitchen and their kitchen, it's like 20 feet away. Super strong Wi-Fi beaming in through kitchen cupboards and stuff. How am I going to shield that? And it's just so crazy. So the gal next to me, she refused to have it. Of course, I refused to have it, but it's going in all over the place and there's nothing we can do. And they offered this to the resort. They said, well, the resort said they would take it. I don't know if any of you guys are aware of the danger that is involved, the health hazard, the invisible health hazard of being blasted by industrial strength Wi-Fi just coming at you 24/7. I mean, this is really traumatic. It's not a good situation at all. So anyway, they're gonna turn it on in 2 weeks. And I'm leaving for Australia. So by the time I get back, this thing is going to be up and running. And I have no idea what's going to happen, but there is one good point. In the 4 years since this functional disability arrived in my life, I have been able to use superfoods and so on to make it so much better that I can go out, I can function normally, I can travel, this type of thing. And this has made a huge difference for me. But now, I mean, I'm not even going to have a place that my body can go to recover, where my organs can recover from this blasting 24/7. I mean, it is such a travesty, and the majority of people just don't understand. They don't realize why they're getting sick. They just like the convenience and so on. So if anybody wants to, I mean, contact me. I will gift you a summit that I did because it wasn't on my radar. And when I first became sensitive to Wi-Fi, I had no idea what it was. In fact, I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just some kind of psychosomatic thing until it happened to me. And I've got to tell you, it is not, it's not an enjoyable thing to have to go through. And we really do need to build up our immune system and clean out the heavy metals and the radiation in our body if you want to have vibrant, optimal health. And the irony is, I had an accident last year, and I've just been working on recovering from the soft tissue injuries. And the other day I was just starting to feel a glimmering of having my health back. And I'm so happy that my EHS condition, that I'm able to tolerate Wi-Fi and electromagnetic radiation so much more. But now this new thing coming, I mean, it's just astronomical. What we are doing in this world is crazy. And France, for instance, they don't allow young kids to have cell phones. And so there's a lot of things that are going on in the world where people are waking up and people are realizing it. They're banning cell phones and Wi-Fi from schools in a lot of different schools. There are thousands of pediatricians that are begging to have a slowdown on this so we can learn to use our technology safely. Anyway, I thought I'd share that new challenge that's coming and encourage all of you before the rollout of 5G, which you may or may not have heard about, but the 5G is going to be a pretty disastrous thing for human beings and animals and plants. But, you know, before that rollout of 5G, I'm strongly encouraging you to get superfoods in your body, to do something so that you can raise your immune system and you can start cleaning out that radiation. I'm just really strongly encouraging you to do that. And I have been creating some protocols of some things that are working with me and some of the people in Europe and stuff like that. If you want to know, by all means, contact me. If you want, there's, I'll put a link to the, what do you call it? They're the trailers and stuff like that for the EMF Summit that I did. If there's any of those that are of interest to you, let me know. I'll get that to you. Just do whatever you can, okay? Because it's rolling out. Nothing's going to stop it because there's too much money. Just think about it. The communication industry has more money than big pharma, than big agra, than the big government, than all of this put together. And they can lobby everybody and stuff like that. So this is rolling through like a freight train. And there's nothing that we can do to stop it. But the rise in brain tumors is just unreal. They have had they're doing some kind of like a public meeting or something in the UK because it's doubled or tripled or something in the last 10 years. I mean, it's crazy. And it's young people, you know, that are getting that because their little skulls are not as solid as an adult. And it goes through them when they're holding up a cell phone to their head. It goes through a lot deeper than it does for an adult, and their little brains have a lot more water. So just think about it. When you microwave something in your oven, you have to put a little bit of water in it. Well, this is the same thing. It's microwave radiation, okay? And people just don't get it. And they're addicted to their phones and stuff. So it's a pretty serious situation. Anyway, please take care of yourselves, everybody. And let's do the best that we can to stay healthy and stay vibrant, because that's what we're meant to experience. Much love. Bye-bye.